What is up, legends? We are back, and we're gonna be rocking out some more SFD. All right, so it was actually kind of confirmed that Akuma is the next character, so we're gonna talk about Akuma. He's literally my favorite character over here in CN, and he works really well with SF5 Ken. Sadly, we don't have SS5 Ken in global. Not as of yet. I don't think we ever actually will. I don't think they're just gonna even do that. But the replacement for him would be Fei Long or Sea Viper. If you have Fei Long or Sea Viper built, then you should be fine. Now, the way that Akuma works is very simple. As you see, he's my second strongest character next to Ken, and they like brothers, even though they ain't related. He's really Ryu's dad, Akuma. But they work so well hand in hand. Both of their buffs on both of their kits enhance each other. Ken enhances Fireball and Butch Fireball stacks. Akuma does Fireball stacks and gets extra damage if there's Fireball stacks on or fire. I'm saying Fireball, but let's go ahead and get to the homie Akuma. I guess we'll do it in this format. So he does pretty much his Goshush, which is amazing. Like he's the homie with that. Technically it's called Dragon Uppercut or Shin Long. He's gonna hit 3 times with it and do 150% damage, and it has the ability of a life steal on it, which is pretty nice. Also, be warned that majority of the time this stuff gets changed coming over as far as these characters. No, not majority of the time. The last 2 characters that they premiered, specifically Bison and Monster Hunter Ken, they arcaded them. And with that, I know that sounds weird, that's not a word, but what they did is they made them faster and gave them more juice. And it's especially prevalent in Monster Hunter Ken. Bison just got like the Uber buff, like the Uber over buff, basically. But Ken basically got sped up from being the slow over here that he is. So I'm assuming that Akuma's gonna get that, and he's gonna be even more fun, unless they change up his kit to be something else, which I don't think it is, because he does the same thing to you in Shadow City. So that he does over here. So there's that. So this next up one right here, as you can see, is just this his demon flip. They don't call it that over here, but that's what it is. He's pretty much gonna hit, and when the damage reaches a certain point, he gets increased energy and he gets critical on top of that. Like, it's pretty nasty. And then on top of that, down here, he gets a flame debuff on them as well, because you see he has to deal with flame. Like his posing is actually pretty lit as well. Like, look at this posing. Look at him swag it up. He's like, I'm swag man. So his next passive is for every HP lost, his own evasion goes up by a certain percent, 1% rather. And for every 100% damage to his life, he gets self-suppression, which is technically damage up, and it'll stack up to I believe it has a cap. It won't go all the way up to what it's saying right here, because I think they nerfed that, because he used to sometimes be invulnerable. So I don't think they fixed this. I'm pretty sure that this doesn't work like that unless they maybe changed it back. But he gets good damage resistance, which is one of the reasons why majority of the time when it's just him and Ken, even though my Ken is like I think 1 to 2 million stronger, Akuma will live longer because of his passive. Now, Akuma is the first character in the game that had 3 awakenings. I'm pretty sure somebody else, like a few characters, can do this now, but he was the first one to actually do that, and they are all typical, kind of like other things in the game. I actually kicked the thing out. That's actually funny. But anyway, okay, so Akuma has 3 awakenings, and essentially what happens in this first one is his fireball, and when somebody either gets a kill or he gets a kill, he's going to use this fireball. It's like automatic. Sometimes it's a problem when he actually does it, because it's going to kind of screw you over, because he's going to be standing there and just like shoot, and he gets hit. Like you know how that how it goes when the characters kind of like just randomly do something that you don't want. which is why sometimes I break combos on purpose with specials and global, because I don't want the character to be sitting out there too long to get beat up. It kind of happens with him here because he has an auto thing. Ken has that, but if you use your combos properly, Ken could be safe for majority of the time. And then he actually has super armor through most of his stuff as well. So this is the first Raging Demon, which is Street Fighter 4 Raging Demon. And he can do it after somebody does a super combo. And this is the Awakening form as well, because he's up to +7 right now. It's going to do extra damage, and when you scroll down right here so you can see it, causes flame stacks. This also causes flame stacks, by the way. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. It causes flame stacks and does extra damage if flame is already on the target. Now, the interesting thing about this is that you cannot do True Raging Demon right here if you don't do this one first, and you can't do it in the same combo. True Raging Demon, which this is the last awakening that you get at +7, is the big one right here, because what it's going to do is cause weaken on top of that. Now, remember that this is just going to be a raw nuke. You get extra damage if they are on fire, and it's going to cause weaken 100% of the time. But remember that you are not inflicting any stacks right there. So once you cause the True Raging Demon right there, you need to rush to continue the attack again. Now, what's cool about Akuma, if he stays this way, is he could be standalone. He doesn't actually need Ken to stack the buffs. He can do it by himself. But the cool thing is, if you have somebody else with him, you can just stack nasty buffs. And you're seeing it now on Goro Magala. People are actually flame stacking Goro Magala and doing a lot of damage to him that way. And that's like meta over in China. So I don't know if that's going to actually exactly work out like that in global. It's looking like that. But again, we don't know what they're going to do with the character because Bison essentially over here is a tank. He's a balanced tank, and in global he's a balanced DPS. He's not. He only reason why he has a tank is because he has a passive to make him live forever. But he doesn't really have anything tanky. Over here he has damage resist and other tank things on it, and they just straight took those passes off of him and made him all AoE and everything else like that. Ken, they made him faster and gave him more corner carry and push, so they probably will do something to Akuma to make him more arcadey, because that seems like, I saw in the Discord that the mod said that they're aiming to make this game more towards the idle side. And when companies have that particular term, when they say that means that they want it to be faster and easier to actually play, which is one of the reasons why the combo system in this side of the game is so much different than the side over in global. Which leads us to the actual character showcase. Look at Lubu. Anybody else out here? Just the Ken. All right, let's go to EXP Cat. We will go out of blue. All right, so in between Goken and Ken, he essentially is the middle attack slot, even though technically he's not really a 2. He's really a 3, but I guess because Ken's here, that's what he's gonna do. All right, so remember, I need to actually initiate. So there's his first fireball right there. So now he is eligible to do the second one. And remember, you can't do the True Raging Demon without the first Raging Demon. So this combo, we are going to do the second Awakening combo, which, bam. All right, and you see Cody has 3 stacks. He just lost the stacks because I got knocked out of actually hitting him. And now his True Raging Demon, nope, we got knocked out of it. I actually should have let it auto there. Wow, she did it again. Okay, Chun-Li. She's like, you ain't getting True Raging Demon. I know how much damage that does. I'm gonna do it again. There we go, I got it. Now True Raging Demon. Now, That is big damage right there. You saw up there on the top left, I was at like 1.5. It's because he has flame stacks on him, and the more... Almost missed the combo. The more flame stacks that you have, the better this does. Like Cody has 4 right there, so we gotta continue to stack so hopefully I can get Ken out there. We're stunned. It sucks because Goro Magawa stunned us. I lost the stacks. Just got the stacks back again. Well, 1 stack anyway. And there's 2 different stacks going on both Ken and Akuma stacks right now. Because Ken has a separate type of stack mechanic on top of what he normally does. So let's go ahead and get this in. There's 2. Ken's just fell off. Can you not? There it is right there. So when you do Shoryu Upper, it counts. But when you do the normal one, it makes a different stack. I kind of don't get why it does that, but you just have to remember that you need Shoryu Upper if you want to keep both Akuma. And I missed them, so the stack fell off. So here's the thing. When it comes to this, there is a level of skill and timing that you need to actually do this. And you see that I missed twice and just didn't do the combo because of user error. Like there was times where I should have actually autoed. To be honest, but technically I'm on auto, but in China it's what's called manual auto. And I probably already put the video out called Ride the Combo, so you can kind of see what that's about. But where this becomes risk reward is if you become good and get good, you end up with like 10-15 stacks and then Akuma Raging Demons, and woo boy. You guys saw me do that in previous streams, like on Twitch, where I had the perfect combo stack because I was focusing in and not running my mouth, and I would just straight delete an enemy. Like they would just faint and be gone. That's it. So that's about all we got on this right now. But what I want to do is I want to do more of a showcase for him because again, he's my favorite character over here. He's really fun. Can I go in here while it's doing that? No, I can't. Rip. Can I go over here, or do I have to just still wait? Nah, I still have to wait when it comes to that. So let's go here. No, I had to literally still wait to do that. That is funny. There's the Chun-Li that I was telling you guys about, the fashion Chun-Li. Like, if they get their stuff together, I'll buy this Chun-Li just because she's a baddie. But I need them to get their stuff together. This Chun-Li right here, she is a baddie. Like that is sexy as hell. Like, can you put this global and get your stuff together? Like, please? That is a baddie character right there. These are just also people on my friends list, so you know. Oh, they're not showing her. Yeah, they're not showing her, but I'll help you out. No, I won't send you. I'll send Goku. Go fix it, Goku. Hey, thank you. We done over here? I should have done that a while, but I wanted to fight long. So I guess we can go into here and we will take it over here because this is also fun. And after this one, we will wrap. All right, so I'll do more arcade here, and we'll start with Akuma because it's cool. The only problem with doing this is you get that, but you don't get any stacks. That's why I call it arcade. You get no stacks. But it has a modifier. If you get a kill, while doing this in the arcade form, he automatically gets True Rage and Demon, which is why it keeps coming back like that. However, it only chooses... It's pretty cool, but this is very situational, and it just does less damage. It's designed for you just to spam. I just wanted to show you that. I don't know how this is gonna work in global, because this is just a choice according to the system, and the way that global works, we don't have to do these chores basically. Like I'm basically animation cancel and once you get used, like this is just kind of basically animation cancel and then using two different combo paths at the same time. I just wanted to come in and actually show you that and concept. So he actually also gets that. He'll probably still have it in global, but it's pretty cool. Like, you know, like literally once you do the first combo, and if the first combo kills, he automatically gets to skip second Rage and Demon and go into True Rage and Demon. But majority of the time, you're not going to have flame stacks beyond Ken's Red Fireball, and that's not going to be a high multiplier. But in the situation like in PvP, you do something like that, you're going to kill somebody. So that's lit in PvP. And if you have a strong power on the character anyway, it's just a really good way to actually clear stuff out. It's only single target though. He's not going to hit multiple enemies, but it's really fun, as you guys could see. Just wanted to show you that. I most likely in global, he's probably not even going to do that, because global, they took out all the skill and combos and you just straight set it and forget it. Even if it's manual, it's still set it and forget it, because you can only do the three things. Basically, it's going to be three set things. You can't change and animation cancel like you can in China. Like, I can't go from one combo structure to another combo structure like that. For whatever reason, you just can't do that. Even in manual, it's still going to be just that base set path with all the characters. So if they have awakenings, they're just going to do their awakenings, not their original skill before the awakenings, because that's what I'm essentially doing right there. Both Akuma and Ken have different skills, their normal skills outside of their awakening skills. And if you do like Goken's normal skill instead of his awakening skill, which is basically a push and a combo extender, then Ken gets to do extra stuff. You saw Elena's awakening actually come out when you usually don't get her awakening until you get 3 combo. But because Goken does it in that situation, you get all of that, plus Akuma initially, because we get the kill, just gets to go forward. So that's just a little bit of a synergy between this team. You can do other crazy things like that in China. I'm not sure if you can do that in global, because obviously we don't have all these characters yet in global. Matter of fact, these 3 characters literally that I'm using right now, Team Shoto, they just don't exist right now in global at all, except for that Akuma and Goken can be fought in Shadowloo City, and Ken himself and his form and his Street Fighter V form don't exist at all. So hopefully they'll put him in, because it's a really good synergy between these 3 characters. Like, it's amazing synergy. So, like, as you can see, so I'm looking forward to if they actually do it, because I'm just gonna do it again in global if they do it. But we shall see. All bets are off, because they seem to want to be going towards the arcade side of things, and that nerfs a lot of the strategy in China. It's a very curious choice, but it's not like we can do it. It's like, it's apparent that is what they're going for, and it's a very apparent in this. Like, if you look at the collab is especially acting somewhat like China, minus the ability to actually actively earn the characters outside of waiting for it to get into divination. So it's what it is, yo. Catch you guys later.